if you struggle with wall balls, I guarantee starting from here and following the progressions that I'm going to do are going to improve your wall balls exponentially. Hey everyone, and welcome to another video. It is week one of my Hyrox off-season training plan. So following on from my video last week, I spoke about how you train for the Hyrox off-season. I'm going to take you through my first week this week. Quick disclaimer, it has been actually quite a long time since I've done any sort of Hyrox work or running whatsoever, so I'm starting a pretty lower level compared to where I usually would. But I'm hoping that just you get a little bit of value throughout the week as an example of how I structure my training week. And you find it enjoyable. So yeah, and just to top it all off, the sun's out for once. It feels like it's been a year since I've seen the sun, so let's get it. Okay, so today is actually day 2 of my training week. Day 1 yesterday was just a 40-minute run, zone 2, nice and easy, and I didn't really think that made amazing content, so here we are, session 2. Today we're hitting up a strength workout, and it involves, we've got dumbbell RDLs, we've got lateral step ups, we've got standing landmine press, single arm landmine row, and then I've got a little bit of wall balls at the end, just because, as I said in the intro, I haven't done too much Hyrox or anything really. So my only exposure to Hyrox stations this week is going to be wall balls and sled pull specifically, just because these are my two worst and I want to reaccustom myself with those a little bit. Before I take things too much further. As I said in my video last week, you don't want to be doing too many stations, hence why I've thrown in just a little bit. I also mentioned last week that obviously you have a strength bias and you have an aerobic bias, and obviously depending where you sit. I'm sort of in the middle, because it's weird where I haven't came off this season being active. I haven't done a Hyrox since January. I've been ill for a few weeks. I was on holiday for a week before that. So it's like I really haven't trained too much at all, period. So it's like I'm sort of doing a mix between the two, where I've got myself, let's double check this. I've got myself 2 strength specific workouts, 2 runs, and there's a workout which is a little bit of a hybrid of the two, where there's some short intervals at the start of a little bit of accessory work after. So for the first 2 or 3 weeks, probably 3 to 4 actually, the more I think about it. That's what I'll do just to get myself reacquainted. And then based on how I'm feeling really, I'd say it's more likely there'll be an aerobic block, even though running's my background. I do think there's more to come. It's getting me closer to as fast as I used to be running than there is strength gains in terms of the difference makers for the upcoming season. It would also help if I had Hyrox booked, but I don't at the moment because of the ballet, etc. But yeah, so today, first day, I'm gonna hit up this strength workout. I've got a couple of hours of work to do before that. I've got a program for all my clients. But yeah, I'll see you in the gym. All right, so work all done. Finally hitting up the session. Already warmed up, so we're just gonna hit the top set of RDLs today. You know, definitely not flexing anyway, but I'm sort of maxing out the dumbbells. But a quick note on the RDLs, if you do find that there's limitations in your gym because of weight or whatever, obviously I can't use any heavier dumbbells, but what I can do is slow down the tempo or do more reps so you can still progress. So, you know, don't need to let the ego get to your head. You can always make it a bit more difficult for yourself. So let's do it and hopefully that actually fail after all. All right, so next up, we're hitting out a standing landmine press. Now, to be honest, there's no scientific reason why this is in there. It's just because I needed a different variation of pressing and thought I'd throw it in. You can load it relatively heavy. And yeah, just sort of mixing things up. Let's give it a go. It's actually my probably second time ever doing this, so we'll see how it goes. And next, we're going to do lateral step ups. Now, why not just do normal box step ups? Well, like, lateral movement is often neglected by a lot of athletes, me included. So I'm just putting an extra priority on it for this training block. I'm also going to hold 1 kettlebell instead of 2. Also meaning we should be able to load it pretty heavy because then we have the offset of weight, which means balance should be a bit easier. So I'm going to give these a go. and get some good lateral work in. And yeah, I'll see you on the other side. You just saw me doing single arm landmine rows there, or meadows rows, which are one of my favourite row variations, but either way, that's not what this last part of this workout is about. As I say, I'm touching the Hyrox stations only once a week, and in particular, this is the wall balls. Now, I'm going right back to basics here. If you struggle with wall balls, I guarantee starting from here and following the progressions that I'm going to do are going to improve your wall balls exponentially, okay? So I need you to get back on it and get them to even better than they were before. What I'm going to do, I'm going to do 5 sets of 20 reps, obviously to accumulate the 100 I do in singles. I'm going to have a minute rest in between, but the quality should be absolutely bang on here. We're just drilling quality here. It's week 1 of the off season. I'm not bothered about fatigue too much. This is not going to be a problem. I just want pure quality. From here and weeks going by, I'm going to make the wall ball heavier. So I'm going to end up using pro weights for the wall ball. And then what I'm also going to do is obviously reduce the rest and increase the sets eventually. There's so many different metrics you can play with here. So let's get straight into it. As you can see, glasses are off, which means it's business. Okay, so it's a couple of days later. I'm back at the gym now. I did a little run yesterday, which was a bit unpleasant because my first week back for a while, the DOMS and muscle soreness has been a bit worse than it usually would. So it wasn't the most fun run I've ever done. But at this point now, I've done a strength workout and 2 runs. So I'm 3 out of 5 sessions down. Hitting a strength one again today, which starts with Zercher lunges. So I'll explain these more in the gym. But Zercher lunges, essentially we have the barbell and the crook of the elbows. I wanted to do a lunge which was anteriorly loaded to hit the quad, so that's the front of the body, which it ticks that box. And also, Zercher lunges are really good for making sure you have to hold a really stable position, a good bit of upper back involved there too, to stay nice and upright, because obviously if you go forwards, the bar goes down. So I've got those. I've got my favourite exercise in the whole gym, which is weighted pull-ups. I meant to have some high volume back squats, but we'll see. I don't want to destroy my legs because I do have some intervals to do in the hybrid session on Saturday, which I probably won't show you, and I'm probably not going to show as much of this session just because this week's really busy work-wise. So I'll cover what I can, but I'm going to need to get it done really quickly. So we'll see how it goes. So yeah, I'll see you back in the gym. Alright, that's another session done now. I didn't show you the rest of it. I just had some incline bench press, calf raises, all that sort of stuff. As I say, a bit pressed for time today. So that's all my strength training done for the week. This is going to be where I end the vlog because all I've got left is that hybrid session. So I've got a little bit of running intervals and then a bit of accessories. So your biceps, triceps, ab rollout, that sort of stuff. So yeah, this is my first week of my off-season training for Hyrox, for London in November for doubles. And obviously, as I say, I've gone a bit down the middle with my focus at the moment, where I've gone 2 strength, as you've seen, 2 runs, 2 zone 2 aerobic runs, and then obviously I've got a bit of a session in between. One note on the intervals is that I'm going for shorter intervals this time round to try and replicate the intense nature of Hyrox doubles. So I won't be going above 800 meters, maybe 1,000 once or twice, but I won't be going any higher than that. And I'll be having short rests to try and replicate the intensity of the doubles, because when you do it singles, it's a slightly lower intensity because obviously you're doing all of it, so you can't work to that same output. But yeah, that's my training week. I hope you enjoyed it. If you want to see more content like this, then obviously let me know. And I hope you all have a great day. I'm going to go and watch England now before my evening clients. Hopefully they can win. Otherwise it will just completely ruin my day, which we don't want. But yeah, hope you all have a great day, and I'll see you in the next one.